Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Facebook. Good morning and happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, Mr. Man.
Good morning, Kim, and happy Saturday to you too.
Thank you so much. My name is Kimberly Holmes Ross, and I am here with Evanston Cradle to Career and the Advocates for Action. Evanston Cradle to Career works with over 40 partner agencies to make Evanston the most equitable and fair place that it can be. So we're working hard. We are here today. Not only is it Saturday, it's Juneteenth weekend. So happy Juneteenth weekend. What a wonderful event we had yesterday. When I say we, it was global because it was on YouTube. But the Evanston virtual parade, absolutely amazing. So we were happy to be a part of that and to uplift that. And we have one of our grantees on the show. So it was great. It was great. So congratulations, Evanston present and future, and Kimon Hendricks on a job well done. If you didn't see it, find a platform and watch it. It was amazing. It was amazing. So I have some advocates joining us today, and today we will be talking about Black business. It's Juneteenth weekend, so it doesn't just matter this weekend. It matters all the time. So Black business matters. So we're going to be live on location at a few Black businesses this morning. If you're a business or know a business, please comment and shout your business out. We want to uplift you and highlight you this morning. And we have with us, last week we had a great show. We talked about normalizing mental health. Our advocate, I think Demetra's with us. And we had a special guest, Chef Alexa. And Chef Alexa, who has a Black business, is here with us again because we want to give her a chance and an opportunity. She shared her story with us, but an opportunity just to talk about her business a little bit while we wait for Glenn to get on the air and talk with Dr. Murphy from the Black Business Consortium in Evanston. So Alexa, we're going to give you a few minutes on the mic. Good morning.
Good morning. Can you hear me? Good morning. My name is Alexa. I spoke a little bit last week about my experience and my journey with mental health and how to better control it with holistic care versus Western medicine. And that's pretty much what my business is based upon. Quarterly, I will be releasing different products that assist with mental illness in a holistic manner. For this quarter, from July to October, starting July 1st, I will be selling sage. My own sage bundles are singly handmade with fresh herbs and also rose petals. Also, I will be selling two different types of teas. The first one is called Let It Go, which pretty much detoxifies your intestines, your colon, your liver, whether weight loss is your goal or just to be healthier on the inside is your goal. That tea is very good for you. Another tea I have is called At Peace, and it's very good with taking the edge off of insomnia, anxiety, depression. I suffer from anxiety severely, and it helps me so much. I don't drink it daily because it's really only for, I would say, when you're really anxious. So I take it maybe once every other week, and it really helps me just get a really good night's sleep. I will put in the comments my information and how you can contact me if you just want any generalized information that I can assist you with, or if you actually want to purchase my product. And I will be posting on my Instagram. If you sign up for my weekly emails, you will also be able to see what I will be releasing and what I have, and so on and so forth.
Thank you so much, Alexa. Please put your information in the comments. I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to send it in my Facebook right now. There's an Evanston Black Business Directory. I believe every town probably has one. This is the time, and not just this time, but all the time, we really need to uplift each other, support each other. in the Evanston Black Business Directory, there's over 150 Black businesses. We do it all. We do it all. Support these local businesses. I just put in the comments how you can access the directory online. But today you can go down to YoFresh, pick up a free directory, and grab some FroYo. So one of our Black businesses in town, YoFresh, we'll have the directories on hand for you. Our advocate, I'm not sure what the problem is. Glenn is not on yet. Is down there. Do we have Glenn? Okay. Well, we'll keep right on rolling. But I do want to say, please shout your businesses out. I'm going to see who business is on and who's with us this morning. I see my radio sister, Miss Lisa Laude, and her Lift Your Life. Lisa's a jack of all trades, but she doesn't show here. But I know she's a professional coach, amongst other things. She's amazing. So thanks for joining us, Lisa. And my coworker, Rebecca, thanks for joining us. And I see Miss Sherry, my old coworker hey, Mr. Coach Jackson. Thanks for joining us this morning. And again, we're talking about Black business and Black business matters. So if you have a business and like to shout your business out, we sure would like to uplift you this morning. We're going to take a quick break, find out where Glenn is, and we'll be right back. Thank you. Song again. My advocate, he's coming on. I see him now. Mr. Mack, he's going to have a few minutes down there with YoFresh and the Black Business Consortium. So we are super excited that he's coming on. We're going to let him get in the room. But let me tell you about some Black businesses that I frequent often. I try to shop Black whenever I can. I'm getting off Amazon. And you have to just be really intentional. That's why these directories are really important. Get it online if you can't get down to YoFresh and grab one. Super important. Might take a little time, might cost a few extra pennies, but it's worth it. We have to build our communities up. Of course, I have to get my hair done at Eye Candy. I go to the corner store. When I go to C&W, who's today giving away food. So they're one of our partners in the COVID-19 response. And they've been giving away food for months now on Saturday mornings. So hopefully we can flash over there and see what they're up to. But there's so many Black businesses today, this weekend, or all week has been Caribbean Restaurant Week. So if you haven't got your Caribbean food, please go get some today. It's the 14th through the 20th. So I've been down to the Caribbean American Bakery, over to the Jerk Pit, good to go. So we have a whole bunch of Black businesses here in Evanston. I'm going to give my advocates a second to introduce themselves and maybe just talk about a Black business they want to shout out really quickly. Hopefully we're going to get Glenn on. Daphne, you here with us? What about you, Demita?
Hello.
Hi, Demita.
How are you?
Oh, we're good.
You took my answer. I was definitely going to shout out Miss Candy for her hair, and also Baker Shannon Watson. I will get her information and put it in the comments as well.
Can you do me a favor? Can you turn on your video on your phone or device that you're using? Because there you go. Now you're on.
Oh, yeah, we want to see you, Mr. Mita.
Well, I didn't, I'm out here.
You're in the streets. That's all right.
Yes.
That's all right. Be safe out in the streets. So you said you had a couple businesses. We said I candy, and I missed the other one.
Shannon Watson. She's a baker.
Okay.
So I'll actually try to get her information into the comments before the show is over as well.
And there's so many. Like I said, we can do, and we do everything from bacon to hair to food to, this Black electricians. The directory is amazing. If you want to spin Black and shop Black, you can do it. Carpenters, anything you can think of is in this directory. Glenn, we're hoping you're ready because I want to have enough time for Dr. Murphy and you. Are you guys ready? Okay, we're ready for you. Here we go. We got Advocate Glenn Mackey with Dr. Murphy down at YoFresh, and I'm going to let you guys take it from here. Okay? Glenn, unmute yourself. Okay, good.
The Black business matters. You got me? Okay. And here's Dr. Murphy.
Good morning. Morning. Thank you for featuring YoFresh, but also thank you for featuring the issue of Black businesses. Because as I heard you say a moment ago, not only do Black lives matter, but Black businesses matter because they are one of the chief undergirders of Black life.
Also, I like Dr. Murphy, if you can explain some of the challenges that Black businesses are facing during this pandemic and pre-pandemic situations. And do you see any decline in total Black entrepreneurship? And what can we do to increase that and decrease the challenges that we have?
Black businesses typically are small. Now, small is a kind of relative category, under 500 employees, but most Black businesses are very small. They're local storefront operations, sometimes mom and pop, sometimes more substantial than that, but they tend to be on the smaller side. And all businesses, small businesses face challenges, but Black businesses face those in an intensified fashion. And so one of the challenges that Black businesses face is what I put under the heading of awareness. Just enabling the community to know that they exist. Most folks don't think that there are Black businesses around. I said to someone a few years back, we're going to get together a directory of Black businesses. And they said, what do you mean Black businesses? You talking about heckies? They only knew that there was this one kind of central core business. But in fact, what we discovered was that there are over 180 Black businesses just right here in Evanston and the North Shore. So one of the core challenges to Black businesses is just awareness, enabling the community to know that they exist. And then another challenge to the Black business is that of what I call acknowledgement or affirmation. enabling folk, bringing folk to the point of accepting that black businesses are viable options for their goods and services, and that they can offer market standard goods and services. There is this historical perception that there's something inferior about black people and something inferior about what they do and what they produce. And so what we have to bring to the awareness of the public is this kind of acceptance that black businesses are acceptable options for them when they want goods and services of any type, any product, in any professional service of any type. And then the third challenge facing black businesses is that of market awareness, um, enabling the business to be out there before the public eye. Because if people don't see you, if they don't see you continuously, then even if you are in their list of acceptable options, it doesn't occur to them. So any business has to do marketing, has to do market placement. It has to be visible. It has to be located in a place where it's accessible. It has to be an attractive space. But it also has to be out there, not just physically, but these days in particular, through the various media platforms, because persons more and more, in fact, almost overwhelmingly these days, access businesses through media platforms and not just by sight, but also through word of mouth. That continues to be a very important source of undergirding of businesses in general, and certainly black businesses in particular, because of the historical challenges that they have faced in terms of being present, being accepted and affirmed, and then being able to be visible to the public. But you see, there is another challenge which underlies all of the above, which is connected to, related to all of the above, and that is capital. One of the major challenges of any business is sufficient capitalization to be sustained to the point of profitability. It is simply the case that for any business, typically in the first year, you lose money because you're just getting established. Your expenses are fixed in place, your rent, your inventory costs are fixed in place, but you're building up your clientele. So for the first year, you lose money. For the second year, if you're doing well enough, you break even. So it's not until the third and fourth year that you become profitable. But the challenge is, how do you sustain yourself through that first and second year when you're trying to get to the point where you're actually making money? And for most black businesses, we start off with the historical deficits that we know because we have not been able to build up intergenerational wealth, nor have most of us been able to build up equity in our homes that we can draw on that equity as capital resources. We start off scraping together our little savings, using our credit card, trying to hit up our friends for a little bit here. And so you get together enough to kind of get open. But the challenge is having enough capital resources to stay open. And that's where black businesses, because of the historical deficits that we have faced, fall short. So when you get to a situation like the COVID-19 crisis, black folk are not just 2 or 3 steps behind like all other businesses are, but they're multiple steps behind because they don't have the capital resources to sustain them. So when business drops, when your business drops by 50, 60, 70%, which is what has happened in the COVID crisis, how do you live? How do you survive that kind of drop in business if you don't have the backup capital to sustain you through this time period? So those are the challenges that black businesses have been facing in this COVID crisis. People are doing as they're supposed to do, sheltering in place, staying at home. So they're not coming out to your business establishment anymore. They are challenged because jobs are being cut back. The income in the economy in general is cut back. And so the income of the consumer is cut back, and they're not able to do the kind of purchasing which they previously had. And so now you have once again the drop in the cash flow of the local black business, the local business in general, but black business in particular, because blacks have already been on the lower end of the economic spectrum. And so when their income drops, they just simply don't have it to spend. And so it really has been a challenge. It really has done a job.
All right. Well, you know, to further discuss some of the challenges, I understand you're a member of the Black Business Consortium.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I think that for any of our future Black entrepreneurs, we challenge you to get involved with the Black Business Consortium and look at some of these dynamics that Black businesses are facing. And then we can understand what input that the city needs to help support Black business. Would you agree on that?
Yes, I would. And I must say that we have been fortunate here in the city of Evanston because the city has actually been quite supportive of Black businesses here in town. Each year they put on what they call the Procurement 101, which they bring in major purchasers, particularly Northwestern University, some of the largest social service agencies in the city itself, and they pair those up with businesses that they invite in so that those two can be in conversation with one another and devise ways in which they can generate income. We also have a minority and women's business committee that the city has established. And then more specifically for the Black Business Consortium, when we began this back in 2015, it was for the sake of, as you say, enabling, identifying Black businesses, making them known to the public through the publication of our print directory. I think I have one around here, and also through our online directory, so the persons can access each of these 185, almost 200 Black businesses that are in town in the North Shore, and that they could thereby have access to them, know their services, know the particulars of their operation. And so we devised the directory, but we also established what we call the tour of Black businesses, the tour de noir of Black businesses, an annual bus tour that we would gather two Greyhound type buses and carry persons around town to show them that in fact in all 9 of Evanston's wards, there are Black businesses, ranging anywhere from the local salon and restaurant to insurance agencies, to clothing stores, to driving schools, print shops, exercise facilities, across the spectrum. Contractors, building contractors of various sorts, repair persons. And so when we pulled together this directory, we wanted to make it known to the public, so we established the tour, but we also established an expo in which we would go to this point to the Levy Center, and all of these businesses would take a table, a booth, and so persons could come in and actually engage them firsthand. Well, I say all this to say that the city, when we went to them and presented to them the concept of the business consortium and the tour and expo, we were seeking funding because these things, as you know, cost money. And the city was open to that. They did not have a category already existing that they could funnel money into for this cause. So they actually created a category called an affinity group. And with that kind of formalized category, they could then contribute, and they have each year contributed a significant amount of money to the underwriting and undergirding of the tour and the expo, and facilitating our use of city facilities for that purpose. And in many other ways, the alderpersons in the various wards have been advocates for Black businesses. So we are fortunate here in Evanston to have a city that has been supportive. And we're looking now, as you suggested, for what are the other ways that Black businesses can be supported and be sustained through the COVID crisis, beyond all the ordinary crises that face small business.
Okay. Well, thank you. We look forward to everyone coming out and going to the Black Business Consortium and meeting with a lot of the members and having a real-time discussion, because now this is not just something that's isolated for Evanston, but now we're on a global network and we're looking at things all over the world. Just like a pandemic, we're looking at Black business and sustainability and Black Lives Matter. and Black Business Matter, all in a cocoon that's about to support and emerge a beautiful butterfly.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Dr. Murphy, thank you so much. You put it so eloquently. Awareness, awareness, awareness. We got to be aware that Black business is out there and be intentional about using it. I put in the comments the link to the PDF document online for the directory, but you guys can go right on down to YoFresh and grab one and a FroYo all at the same time. So we really appreciate you. If you have a new business, if you're not part of that 180, I said 150, so I kind of undershot us. If you're not part of that 180, get down to YoFresh and see Dr. Murphy and see how you can be a part of this directory so people know about your business. We have to support each other. I see so many people in the comments. Put in your favorite Black business. I see Relinda, thanks for joining us. My friend Karen Jacobs all the way from Texas joining us. Put in your businesses, you guys, your favorite Black business, what you support, what you heard of, and what you heard is good. And let people know. We have to put the word out there. So before we get off the air, it's been great, Dr. Murphy. We enjoy you as well. You have supported us advocates from the beginning, from the start. So we appreciate you. We appreciate the consortium. And we want to uplift it. We look forward to the tour in 2021. And maybe we'll need 3 or 4 buses this time.
All right.
We are excited. We are excited. Before we get off the air, not only is it Juneteenth weekend, and we got a couple more activities to go, but it's Father's Day weekend. So we want to say happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And happy Father's Day. And we know we are on a Black radio, you guys. This is a local Black business. We are happy to be part of Radio La Difference. And they are having their grand opening this weekend. Am I correct, Mr. Man?
Yeah, we're gonna reopen the studio that's been closed for like 4 months, almost 4 months. So we'll be glad to get it reopened this Sunday, and we are located at 1900 Asbury Avenue in Evanston, Illinois. Yes.
Well, we are excited for you. We're so glad to have this platform. We encourage others to use this platform. And again, I don't know if you're part of the directory, Mr. Man, and the radio station. We want to make sure you're part of this directory as well. We hope everyone has a great weekend. Tomorrow, before I get off the air, I'll put it in the comments, there is a Black Men's March. So it starts at 2 o'clock at First Church of God on Simpson. I will put the information in the comments. If you are able to join, please join. It will be a socially distanced march. So if you'd like to join and uplift the community and continue our Juneteenth celebration, we'd love to see you there. And remember, guys, Black business matters. Have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you.
Daisy Copeland, and I'm 40 years old. I'm a working mom of 2 girls. I'm married, and I live here in Evanston, Illinois. I decided to become a member of Advocates for Action because I found that it was a really innovative way to get involved in the community, basically recognizing that as a citizen, you don't necessarily have to have a title or a leadership position to empower yourself and be an active voice and make change.
My name is Glenn Mackey, and I'm happily married, and I'm a father of a daughter. The Advocates for Action, I think, basically, to make it really simple, they're a group of concerned residents, citizens of Evanston, that have got together, organized ourselves, educated ourselves, and started a process of continuous learning and understanding and incorporating different ideas into our environment so we can start liberating people and educating people.
The approach that I wanted to have as it pertains to the model of training for Advocates for Action, we call it the 4 Ds. It is determine, develop, deploy, and deepen.
So the training with Pastor Dillard for me, I will say, was very interesting. I absolutely loved it. I look forward to my Saturdays, and I will go away, reevaluating some things.
What makes Advocate for Action different than any other group is that we have over 40 organizations that we partner with, more resources.
The issues that I'm excited to see the Advocates for Action help the city with is, frankly, issues that we're struggling with right now. And I think that, hearing the voices from a lot of people around this community will make sure that some of the social service programs and the really important youth programs that we have in the community are protected.
My vision is for this group to become a cohort.
My hope for the future of Advocates for Action is more members of our community will find their voice.
I'm an advocate.
I'm an advocate.
I'm an advocate.
I'm an advocate.
I'm an advocate. I'm an advocate.
I'm an advocate for action.
You have been listening to Evanston Cradle to Career Advocates for Action. Please tune in next Saturday at 10 a.m. for another show.